Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for our second matchup of our doubleheader tonight between the Haslett Vikings and the Williamston Hornets. Tonight we got a great matchup. Haslett sitting at 3-4 on the year. Williamston at 7-1. Last Saturday, Haslett lost a sole member of its community in Haslett High School President Bart with Janke. So we're going to send it over to Athletic Director Darren Ferguson for an announcement about that.
High School. This is my friend and colleague Tom Hampton, who's the athletic director at Williamston. And I'd just like to acknowledge a couple people here tonight before the game gets started. And first is the Williamston community. Thank you very much for all your support this week. We appreciate it. We've needed it, and it's great to have a community that's close by that supports us. And I know that you didn't want to, but the blue looks good. So thank you very much. But thank you very much on that. To our community, wow, it's incredible this week. I mean, it's been a tough week, but all of you have made it a little easier, and we certainly appreciate that with the cards and the texts and the bringing things to the school, and our staff. I can just speak on behalf of them. They appreciate it, and we can't thank you enough. Thank you probably is not good enough, but thank you very much. And the last group that I think has done the best job this week is our student body. You guys, your poise and your resilience this week is amazing, okay? And I'm just, for myself, I will say, so proud of you, but also, Mr. Wojcinki's proud of you. So, thank you very much. So at this time, we ask that you please stand to reflect upon and remember our principal, Bart Janke, who passed away on Saturday. Mr. Janke was the principal at Haslett High School for the past 16 years, where he impacted the lives of thousands of students. Bart will be remembered as an energetic, positive, and passionate leader who was a champion for all students and a beloved colleague and friend. As we mourn his death, we ask for your continued thoughts and prayers for his family, friends, and the Haslett community. Please join us in this moment of silence. Thank you. Now we will introduce the starting lineup for each team. First for the Hornets is Williamston. Starting at guard, a 6'4" sophomore, number 0, Jacob Wallace. And guard, a 6' sophomore, number 2, Spencer Feig. Starting at center, a 6'8" junior, number 11, Brandon Hunt. Starting at guard, a 6'2" senior, number 12, Mitchell Hook. And at guard, a 6' sophomore, number 21, Mason Young. Williamston is coached by Mr. Tom Lewis, assisted by Mr. Rudy Gaitan. Now for your Haslett Vikings. Starting at forward, a 6'3" senior, number 15, Tim Salinas. Starting at forward, a 6'2" junior, number 20, Xander Salem. Starting at center, a 6'6" senior, a 5'11" junior, number 25, Brandon Haslett. Headed guard, a 6-foot senior, number 12, Jack Dillon. The Vikings are coached by Mr. Chris Smith, assisted by Brandon Lundy, Please Brandon, Lundy, and Todd Varsity. The old officials for this evening's game, Mr. Sinead Price from Lansing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back live from Haslett High School as we got our second matchup of the night between the Haslett Vikings and the Williamston Hornets. Tonight, two great ball clubs going at it. Haslett #1 in Division II, Nate, 7-1 on the year. Their lone loss, the first game of the year to East Lansing. Mason Docks, the star for Williamston, at 22 points per game, and the tip goes right to Spencer Fay, spins in the lane, dishes it off, up strong, goes Hunt, but it's no good, and the rebound goes to Haslett. Betcher driving in, dishes it off to Schiebner for the beautiful basket. Brandon Betcher, a great assist on that one as Mason Dax will set up the offense. And here comes the 1-2-2 zone from Haslett. It's gave teams troubles at times this year. Dox over in the corner to Cook. Back out, Mitchell Cook, senior, dishes off. Hunt, no good. Rebound goes to Thalen, and here comes the Vikings. Jack Dillon setting up the offense. Over to Betcher. Schiebner's got a size mismatch on Dox. Schiebner goes up strong, no good. Rebound goes to Fake, and in the hands of Mason Dox. 22 points per game and 4.1 assists per game for the sophomore point guard, Mason Dox. He'll fire a deep three, short, tipped by Schiebner into the hands of Betcher. Betcher, the other way, swatted, gets it right back, and Haslett will set up offensively. This is a rematch of last year's district final, and Haslett took home the win. Dillon goes up, and it's a block. That foul goes on Hunt, and Jack Dillon will have two at the line.
Williamston foul on number 11, Brandon Hunt. That's his first.
He muted me, so he
Jack Dillon, shooting 2.
Haslett won their last meeting Tuesday 73-62 against Portland. Brandon Betcher had 25 in that game, and Dillon had 12. Dillon's first free throw away, and good. Dillon's second free throw is good. So a 4-0 lead here early for Haslett. And Williamston, who starts 3 sophomores, Mason Dox, the point guard, Jacob Wallace, a wing, and Spencer Fag, a wing. Dox into the corner, Fag.
Sorry for the technical difficulties right there. I'm back.
So here comes the Hornets. Haslett in that 1-2-2 defense. Interesting call there by Coach Smith.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I haven't saw them run this much this year, but see how it works against Williamston.
Dox for 3, no good. Rebound goes through the hands of Hunt into the hands of Jack Dillon.
I've been watching this Haslett team. They're starting off hot right now, up 4-0.
And Dillon tries to get it to Thalen, but it's over his head and out of bounds.
Well, that's a communication error right there. It's a costly turnover in big games like this.
Like I mentioned earlier, the girls with the upset win over the number 3 team in the state, the Lady Hornets. Haslett has a chance to upset the number 1 team in Division II here tonight.
That would be big for this Haslett Viking team, this community, after a big loss this week. So I think Vikings need this one.
Williamston still trying to figure out this zone from the Vikings.
As it looks like the Vikings have moved back to man-to-man.
Cook, no good from 3. Rebound snatched away from Dillon, and he's got it on the break. Williamston 0 for 3 from 3 to start the game.
This is another big man matchup like we had last time when we played DeWitt. Cale Schiebner at number 11. Number 11, Brandon Hunt. I'm excited to see that matchup right now.
So that'll be a turnover on the Vikings.
2 turnovers in a row on the Vikings. Cannot have these in big games like this.
Mason Doxey's second in the area in scoring.
I'd like to comment about this Williamston team. They have 3 sophomores on their starting lineup. That's a good young core.
They do. They have a core set up for the future. You got the senior, Mitchell Cook, coming back from a great season. That's Jacob Wallace, one of those sophomores, driving into the lane and getting the floater to go.
That was a good look. That was a good way to drive to the basket right there.
Dylan.
On these last 2 possessions, the man-to-man has been really stumping this Vikings offense.
It's a loose ball, and Williamston ends up with it.
Yeah, another turnover by these Vikings. They're going to need to change something offensively.
Dox all the way in, no good. Rebound stripped, and Botcher has it. Brendan Botcher, the leading scorer on this Vikings team, averaging 15 a game.
I'd like to comment on Botcher. He's a very good player. He gets rebounds, he scores, it's the whole package.
It's a huge addition, only a junior. Schiebner will fire a 3. No good from Schiebner.
We saw from Schiebner, as you saw before, he's not afraid to shoot the rock. That's what we like to see out of big men nowadays.
Haslett with a 4-2 early lead. Here's Mitchell Cook, trapped in the corner. Gets it out. And Haslett still sticking with that zone.
Hey, you're right,
side to side.
What is that, 3-2 zone? Is what they're playing?
Something like that, yep. Hunt, offensive rebound. No good. And a great rip away from Dylan.
Yeah, but you can tell these refs are letting these kids play. It's going to be a good physical rivalry matchup.
Dylan all the way, no good, but the offensive rebound by Schiebner. And Haslett sets up with an extra possession. Into the corner. Betcher for 3. Knocks it down. Brandon Betcher. That's his 21st 3 of the year. He's one of the top shooters in the area.
That was a great play by Dylan. He didn't pass it right away. He drove to the hoop, brought the defender over, dished it out, 3 ball.
Dylan averaging 5 assists a game. So here's Williamston still trying to figure out this 3-2.
As this Haslett defense has been stumping the Hornets lately. Let's see how they can overcome this.
It's Mitchell Cook pump faking. Kicks it. Dox catch and shoot 3 is slipped from Dox. And it looks like a timeout is going to be taken by Coach Tom Lewis. Vikings up to 2:32 to go in the first. You're listening live to Haslett Media Productions. Back here live at Haslett High School as Williamston.
It looks like the Hornets are putting a little pressure up above half court.
Yeah, a little man-to-man pressure on Dylan. Mitchell Cook, excellent defender. Those are 2 great players going at it, 2 seniors. Dylan drives, he's stripped.
This Hornets team is playing a really tight man-to-man right now. They are not afraid to get physical.
Lonnie Smith, recent call-up sophomore layup, no good from him.
Looks like we're going to have a little sophomore matchup right now.
Dox 3, no good. Good rebound by Xander Thalen. Mason Dox for Williamston really has been unstoppable thus far this year. Really elevated his scoring game in the offseason. Betcher gets it, stripped away, fake. Lonnie Smith, pump fakes, goes up, and Lonnie Smith's going to have himself 2 shots at the line.
That was a great effort play by Smith right there. They turned the ball over, but he got it right back.
You'd like to see it. The sophomore coming in, a recent call-up, got called up a couple games after the winter break, and you like to see him being aggressive, not tentative at all.
That's what we like to see out of young basketball players. Can't be afraid of these older guys. Got to play up with them. Another thing I'd like to talk about Dox a little bit, how he gave the Vikings a lot of trouble during the regular season last year. So let's see if he can do the same this year.
Williamston last year beat Haslett in both affairs in the regular season, but Haslett got him in the district final.
That was a key game. They shut down Docs that game.
That
see
big
if Vikings
matchup.
can do it again.
Smith's second free throw, in and out, no good. And looks like we're going to have an over-the-back call on Timmy Salinas.
That call is always a sketchy call to be made.
Especially on those free throws.
Yeah. There's two big men for both teams are out of the game, giving them a little breather, looks like.
Haslett staying in that zone. Looks like they're going to the 2-3 on this possession.
I'm switching up a little bit, trying to confuse offense.
Fake driving in and gets the layup to go to tie things up.
Basket by number 2, Spencer Feig.
Looks like, I'm not sure what they're saying right here.
We got a delay a game warning. Fake must have tapped it.
As the rest, we're not going to have anything, not going to let anything slide in this rivalry matchup.
That's right.
Don't want things to get out of control.
Williamston coming off a 58-41 win against Eastern on Tuesday.
The Hornets are still playing that tight man-to-man. Very
Great
physical.
feed down low. Thalen goes up strong. It's fouled on the way up. We got a physical game so far, Nate.
It has been. I like how these refs are calling the game, letting them play.
Two rivalry teams. We got some bad blood from last year, bad taste in Williamston's mouth after getting upset in that district final game. First shot away in, good for Thalen. Sheepner will come in for Salinas.
Now I wonder if the Hornets are going to play it like DeWitt played it, where they Vikings put in their big man, Hornets put in their big man. So I'm not sure if they might play it like that.
Thalen's second free throw is good as well. So Thalen goes 2 for 2 to the line and gives the Vikings a 2-point lead. Ball reversal is key to break the zone. 3 from the corner is an air ball from Sikora.
Ball. Can't make every shot, right? That's a great example right there.
Dylan fakes the pass for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Cade Conley.
Oh, that's a great look right there. Good pump fake. Couldn't finish. Big games like this, you got to learn to finish.
Docs. Here's Jacob Wallace, the do-it-all sophomore. Wallace averaging 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. He'll fire a 3 in and out. It looks like we got a foul on Sheebner going for the rebound.
Yep.
So stay Williamston possession.
Yeah, that was a good call by the refs right there. Saw a little push off.
25 seconds remain in the first. Haslett holding on to a 2-point lead.
Feels like I watch these games, they get shorter and shorter every time I watch them.
Docs in the corner. Gets it down low. Conley going up strong off the glass and in.
Great take by the big man right there. Ready to get in the middle, trying to break the zone.
Kid Conley, the all-conference football player, coming out for his junior year of basketball. Dylan tries to get around the screen and picks up a foul on Shakora.
Dylan's just a little too quick for him right there. Way to get around him.
That's his first, the team's fourth.
Dylan gets it off the inbound. Fading away shot, no good. Wild shot there from Dylan.
I'm not sure what I saw right there, Chuck.
Oh, I guess that'll be the end of the first. It's all tied up 9-9. We got a good game brewing at Haslett High School. You're listening live to Haslett Media Productions.
That. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Back here for some second quarter action from Haslett High School as we are all tied up.
Yeah, pretty action-packed first half, or first quarter right there. I'm excited to see the second.
Betcher faking the three, driving in, but it's swatted out of his hands by Cade Conley. Good defensive play there.
Great defense right there. Way to keep your hands up, not using his body. It was good defense, good call.
Good hands, too. Here comes Dox. Williamston started to figure out the zone late there in the first. We'll see if it can translate to the second.
Yup, as it looks like the Vikings are in a 2-3 now. Maybe? Nah, I can't really tell.
Switch it up a lot. Conley, great feed down low, but the shot from Shakora is no good.
I just want to see someone dunk this game. People are capable. These people are tall and capable. I just want to see it.
Dylan pressured by Dox.
Hornets are still in this tight man-to-man. It's giving the Vikings a little trouble here. They just got to learn to play more physical.
Betcher driving in. He draws the foul on Shakora. That's 5 fouls already for Williamston. So Mitchell Cook and Max Burton, another sophomore on this team.
Lots of sophomores, lots of young talent in this Williamston team.
Yeah, this team's going to be good for years to come.
Yep.
Coach Tom Lewis has really built quite the program there at Williamston.
Yeah, he has. Last year, they had a lot of potential, but just couldn't finish.
Schiebner, a little awkward there in the post. He gets called for the travel.
Schiebner can be a really good player. He's got to get his footing right. Very tall, athletic. He's capable.
He's a great defender and he's a great rebounder.
Yep. If he can just get the offensive key to him, he'll be a well-rounded player. I'd like to see him the next level.
Here's Jacob Wallace, guarded by Thalen. Looks like he gets tapped in the head. Conley sitting in the middle of the zone. Williamston taking their time. Wallace loses it on the bounce. Betcher's on the floor. Off of Thalen, and it's off of Jacob Wallace. It'll be Haslett ball.
As this student section is getting pumped right now. It's feeling very hostile over here on this Haslett side.
That's the way you like it in a rivalry matchup.
You can tell the student section came to cheer today. It looks like that Williamston section over there is pretty dull.
Betcher over. Lonnie Smith. Wide open three, and Lonnie Smith knocks it down.
Lonnie, baby Lon Smith with the three ball. So we like to see out of the young talent on this team.
Lonnie Smith.
As he's only been on the team for about a month now, Chuck, right?
Yeah,
Am I right?
And he's a kid that when he starts shooting the rock good, as his confidence goes up, his playing level goes up. And we've seen that firsthand.
Confidence is key with Smith.
Cade
And I'd like
Conley,
to see
what
how
a
he does
great
this
move.
game.
Cade Conley staying patient in that mid-post area.
Great way to come back from that three ball.
Smith fires over to Schiebner. Mid-range jumper, no good.
But Schiebner, if he can get that shot down, he's a very dangerous man.
Conley spinning, cannot finish. Looks like that ball was tipped out of bounds by Mitchell Cook. It'll be Haslett possession.
Good call by the ref right there. Hornets touched it last.
In comes Tang and Salinas for Smith and Schiebner, and Hunt will check in for Burton.
I'm so excited to watch Tang play coming off the bench. He's probably the best player coming off the bench, am I right?
Oh, yeah. He's really gotten his stroke back under him. He had a bit of a cold stretch before winter break, but he's gotten his shot back, and he's looking good.
Yep.
Dylan.
No. As the Hornets have not changed their D at all this game. They're just playing that tight man-to-man. Very physical. Vikings need to learn how to get more physical right now if they want to win this game.
Haslett having some trouble on this possession offensively.
There's no shot clock in high school, so they could hold the ball the rest of the quarter if they wanted to.
Dylan. Inside, gets it poked away from Wallace, but gets it right back.
Williamston team is playing a great brick wall defense right now.
There's another turnover for the Vikings.
That was great defense by that Williamston team right there. Great communication. Way to stay low. Defense is about staying low. If you get too high, lose footing, get beat. Staying low is key.
Mason Dox. Wallace. Turnaround mid-range, Jay, no good. And looks like Xander Thalen's going to pick up a foul on the rebound.
Vikings foul on number 20, Xander Thalen. That's his third team foul.
And the inbounds pass goes right to Cade Conley and right in.
It looks like the Vikings weren't ready. Looks like they had some communication error right there. It's very loud in this gym.
Yeah, Williamston took advantage. Dylan sizing up, no good. Salinas fighting for the rebound. It's tipped out. Here's Eddie Tang. Back out. Bescher fires for three. In and out, no good.
It looks like the ball was tipped by Dox a little bit right there. Threw it off path a little bit.
It's the senior Mitchell Cook. Williamston doing a great job getting it inside. Kick out, wide open three from Jacob Wallace. No good. But how about Mason Dox down there low, getting the offensive rebound. It looks like we're going to have a foul on the floor.
I love to see little guys getting in there, getting rebounds, helping the team out. Rebounds aren't just for the big guys. Little guys can get them too.
Dox listed at a generous 6 foot.
That's pretty generous to me, Chuck.
I don't know about that one. Can he shoot the triple though? That time no good. Rebound goes to Tang. Tang, Euro stepping all the way in. Eddie Tang.
It's a beautiful sequence of basketball right there by Tang. That's what I like to see out of him.
The shifty finisher. There's another one in the scoring column. That's Cade Conley. That mid-range J, no good.
Vikings team, if they want to win this game, they need to work on those defensive rebounds. This Hornets team has got 2 offensive rebounds in a row, both possessions.
You know, it's tough to rebound in a zone, but
Yeah, you got to find your man and box out.
You can't give this Williamston team second opportunities like this, as they will take advantage as Brandon Hunt gets himself another bucket.
That's something the Vikings cannot have right there. Easy buckets like that. Still in that man-to-man. Have not switched the whole game. Hornets team is liking their D.
Betcher, open three, no good. Dox, oops it. Hunt tries to throw it down, but it's no good.
Flashy things like that is what I don't like to see in basketball.
As
Try to get
Thalen,
flashy. Easy bucket right there. Turned into a missed opportunity by the Hornets team.
I'll tell you what, though, Brandon Hunt got it there pretty high. He just couldn't quite get it down.
Yeah, couldn't quite finish. Good pass, good catch. Couldn't finish.
That tip ball was off of the Hornets, so it'll stay Haslett possession. As Salinas checks in, he had some good minutes. Or checks out. 2:30 remain in the second quarter. 1 point lead for the Hornets.
Oh, as the Hornets are doubling Dylan up. Seems to work.
Doubles him on the screen. Cook goes right into Betcher and finishes. Strong Cook from Mitchell Cook.
I thought Cook was about to throw that down right there. He was looking like it.
Dylan spinning, going up right through the sophomore Spencer Fagan right in.
Good answer back by Dylan right there.
Jack Dylan just realizing the size mismatch he had and taking advantage. Hunt.
Vikings still seem to be in that zone defense right now. Has not been working these past couple drives.
Brandon Hunt, the contested mid-range J, is good.
As Hunt is a very complete player. Good defensively, good offensively, can shoot, rebound. Good player.
Dylan's going to get a high ball screen from Schiebner. Williamston loves the double on those screens. Dylan gets it out. Eddie Tang, stop and pop three, in and out. No good.
So the Vikings kind of went against each other right there. Both going for the rebound.
And Thalen loses it. Wallace.
Ooh, great
Off
pass
of the hands of Hunt and in the hands of Schiebner.
That was a great pass by Feig right there, but big man wasn't ready.
Dylan's pass a little above Betcher, and that's another turnover for the Vikings.
As turnovers are the name of the game right now, as you can see it on the scoreboard.
Wallace drives in, no good. Second chance, Brandon Hunt.
As Hunt with a beautiful play on the offensively right there. As he is getting this Williamston team rallied right now. They're starting to pull away from the Vikings.
Tane's got it on the wing.
Still playing that hard man-to-man.
Thalen, great cut, goes up, cannot finish. Good box out by Mitchell Cook. And it's off of Haslett, it'll be Williamston ball.
If I was Williamston right here, I'd hold. I'd try to get that last shot.
23 seconds
Before the
remaining.
half.
As Salinas and Smith will check in for some defense on this last possession.
I'd try to put a little pressure up here if I was this Vikings team. Try to rattle them before half. Get some more points.
Easier said than done as the sophomore Mason Docks. Not easy to rattle him.
Gives it to the big man. Brings it up court. Trying to get that last shot.
Docks has got it in the corner. He'll send it into Wallace, and Salinas is going to pick up a foul on the catch.
So the Vikings are about to catch a break because they're 2 fouls away from 1-1. So not bad of a foul, not that bad of a foul.
4 seconds remain in the half. Docks inbounds right to Fag. Lefty stroke, no good. Offensive rebound, Cook puts it up, but it is not going to count as he did not get it off in time. So a good first half of action. Williamston's going to lead it going to the break, 21-16. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. You're listening live to Haslett Media Productions. Welcome back here. We are live at Haslett High School for some second half action between the Haslett Vikings and the Williamston Hornets. Williamston going into the break with a 5-point lead, and Haslett right back at it with the zone defense to start the second half.
But the Vikings stayed in this defense the whole game. I'm surprised they're not switching it up, because it hasn't seemed to be working in the end of that second quarter.
You know, with putting Schiebner up top, you wonder if that's part of the reason why they've had some rebounding struggles as Mason Docks travels on the wing.
I know exactly what you're saying, Chuck. Getting the height up top, he's not a rebounding threat right now, which put him down low.
Tough for him to get that box out when he's up at the top of the zone.
As it looks like they're playing a half-court trap right now against this Vikings team.
Man-to-man the whole first half. Salinas has it in the corner. Send it up. Here's Betcher. Bit of a quiet night for him so far. Mid-range jumper no good, but the offensive rebound stripped away from Schiebner into the hands of Cook. Cook crossover, going up strong. Mitchell Cook finishes with authority. But here comes Dillon on the other end.
There's a great finish by Cook right there.
Dillon, great feed to Schiebner, but it's ripped away by Hunt.
That's 2 turnovers in a row by this Vikings defense on the starting possession, on his first couple possessions.
That's the eighth turnover for the day for the Vikings, as this one will be Haslett ball.
The Vikings are bringing up the ball slowly. Oh, never mind, I couldn't see him.
7-point lead for the Hornets.
See if this Vikings team can break this trap again.
The ball reversal.
They do, but these Hornets are doubling them up every pass.
Swings it outside. Thalen for 3. No good.
Great find by Salinas right there.
Solid rebound by Cook, and Betcher's going to pick up a cheap foul.
Sloppy foul right there. That's a tired foul. Hornets bring this ball up slowly.
Doc setting up the offense. Gets it in the middle. Hunt. Back out to Wallace.
Doubling them up right now.
Mitchell Cook open 3, short. Into the hands of Salinas.
Vikings team is bringing it up fast. Pushing fast.
Dillon's got it up top, man-to-man defense. Dillon drives in around Wallace. No good. Rebound Salinas. It looks like we're going to have a foul.
There's a strong rebound by Salinas right there. It looks like Salinas was giving someone the finger wag. You see that too? Wonder who he's pointing at.
Faig picks up that foul. Good inbounds play to Dillon, but he loses it into the hands of Hunt.
Another turnover by this Vikings team. If they want to get back in this game, they need to stop those turnovers.
9th turnover of the day for the Vikings.
Turnover. Yeah, sloppy basketball. They gotta make. They're not holding on to this ball tight enough. There must be butter on it or something. They get another sloppy foul right there.
Cook's got it on the wing. Great cut from Wallace, but it's swatted away by Salinas.
Great play by Salinas right there. Way to get back. Stop an easy shot.
And then he gets the loose ball. Betcher guarded by Cook. Cook knocks it out of bounds.
Good defense by this Hornets team right now. As Vikings have not scored in this quarter yet. Student section is very quiet.
Yeah, you'd like to see Haslett get a bucket. You don't want to get this lead too big.
If they want to get back, it needs to start now.
Brennan Betcher really needs to get more involved. He's been quiet outside of really that first couple possessions where he got a bucket or 2.
I agree with that, Chuck. Bocher is a very key part to this team. When he gets hot, they get hot.
Dillon is trapped by Faig and Dox, and a foul is going to be called on Faig.
It looks like Dillon got swarmed by some Hornets right there. Get a little pun right there.
That he did, but the foul will go on Faig. As Conley, who had some good minutes there in the first half, will check in for Faig.
Conley's a big part to their defense. He has another big body down there.
Grabbed a few offensive rebounds in that first half.
And the Hornets are in looks like they're in that man-to-man still. Haven't switched up at all. They did go to that trap earlier, but back to man-to-man.
Salinas. Looks like we're going to have a foul on the floor on Conley. Excuse me, that'll be a shooting foul So Salinas will have 2.
Vikings need these free throws right now.
First free throw away in, good for Salinas.
Looks like Salinas got a haircut. I remember his hair being longer before.
Salinas goes 2 for 2 from the line. Narrows the lead down to 5.
That's what the Vikings needed. They need some points on the board, bringing the lead even closer.
5 minutes remain in the third. Williamston taking their time offensively. Wallace, Docks, mid-range pull-up, short, right there for the rebound is Conley. Hunt, Mitchell Cook knocks it up and in.
That was just a crazy sequence of basketball right there. Missed the shot putback. We got tipped in somehow. Went in.
Mitchell Cook going up high and just tipping that ball towards the rim, and it gets the friendly roll. Dillon guarded by Wallace. And Wallace is going to pick up a cheap foul.
Not sure what the refs called there. That looked like a pretty weak foul to me.
Wallace is first.
See if the Vikings score on this possession. They could try to get the lead cut down.
Salinas swarmed by Docks.
Looks like they have a little mismatch at Salinas right there.
Betcher fakes left, goes right. Picks up a foul.
Williamston's coach is looking for hands up. He's looking for good defense. Didn't get the call.
You know, that's really what Coach Tom Lewis has built his program on, that man-to-man defense. It's served him well throughout his coaching tenure. Betcher's first free throw away and good.
Only points for the Vikings this quarter are free throws. That's going to need to change.
Betcher. Terrific free throw shooter. And I jinxed him. Misses the second. And Docks Xander Thalen gets it ripped away. Fans looking for a foul.
Thalen was on the ground. It looks like he fell pretty hard there. Glad to see him get up.
And we're going to get a foul on Betcher on the drive. So refs get a little touchy here in the second half. A few cheap fouls.
Yeah, the refs are really cracking down on fouls. Let them play the first half. Now they're just trying to cut down on them, trying to get a clean game.
Docks, corner three. Too strong, good box out from Salinas.
As Docks hasn't been that dynamic this game. He hasn't been a dynamic player like we've seen in the past.
Tang, big three, no good. And it'll be white ball, or excuse me, Haslett ball.
That was a good call by the refs right there. Good play by Bocher, not to get too physical, not to get frustrated, just to let the other team bump into him and get the ball.
Dillon. Wallace taps it out of bounds. You mentioned Doc's been a little bit off his game tonight. You'd like to see him maybe try and get to the hole a little bit. He's been settling for those outside jumpers, which really haven't fallen.
Yeah, I haven't saw Doc's really drive to the hoop at all this game. Maybe a couple times, but not as much as he usually does.
Doc's is a premier three-point shooter. He's got 21 threes on the year, and that's near the top in the area. Doc's great feed to Hunt.
As a player for Williamston this game has been Hunt, their big man, number 11.
This is Doc's beautiful assist. He's averaging 4 of those a game. Betcher. No good. Rebound. Looks like we got a tie up with Mitchell Cook and Xander Thalen. There'll be a jump ball, and it'll stay Haslett possession.
The Vikings cannot seem to be getting a shot down this quarter, as they are very cold from perimeter and in close.
Yeah, Betcher missed a couple open ones. Xander Thalen missed an open one. Gonna need to start knocking down those shots if they want to get this game a little closer. And a risky pass from Thalen, stolen away by Docks. Docks goes up, almost gets the end one. What a play by Mason Docks. He had his back to the ball, somehow puts his hand up, steals it, and he's got himself a pair of free throws.
That was a great play by Docks right there.
Mason Docks, shooting 2.
Docks has 2. First free throw, no good. Read it at the break.
As the Hornets are starting to pull away a little bit from this Vikings team. It's not looking good for the Vikings.
Second free throw, good. 9-point lead for the Hornets as they switch it up to that half-court press.
Yep, bring that trap back.
Get it up. Thalen will fire from the corner. Finally, a three goes down for the Vikings.
That is their first field goal of the half right now. He has just broken their cold streak.
You wonder who'd step up offensively for them, and Xander Thalen there ringing the bell.
Vikings, looks like they're still in that zone. It looks like they have Schiebner down low for rebounds.
And there's Jacob Wallace knocking down the three. He's averaging 15 a game. Risky pass to Betcher.
Pass, but he got it. It was good hands by Bocher.
Betcher spins, goes up into the body of Wallace and picks up a foul.
As their coach is mad at Coach is mad at Wallace right there. An unneeded foul for a risky shot.
Great job by Betcher there. Going into the body of Wallace and forcing the foul.
So, looks like Mr. Fant is on the court right now. Not sure what was happening there. He must have been ready for a fight.
Betcher, first free throw good. Great crowd here tonight at Haslett High School.
Yeah, it looks like almost a packed stadium right now.
Betcher's second free throw isn't good.
Vikings chipping away at the Hornets' lead right now. See if they can come back in this game. Still have a whole nother quarter to play, so don't count them out.
A lot of time left. Hunt, great cut, finish. That's where Williamston's found a lot of their buckets, getting the ball into the middle, and Conley dishes it out well.
Vikings bring the ball up slowly. Hornets look to be back in their man-to-man defense.
Smith drives in, doesn't get it to go. Docks feeds it to Cook, no good. Offensive rebound, and Kate Conley in one.
As that was a big play for the Hornets, bringing back that momentum that they need. That was a great play. Good offensive rebound, great finish. Great
offensive rebounds just killing the Vikings right now.
Vikings, they want to win this game or even try to come back. They need to find a body after a shot. This Hornets team keeps getting those offensive rebounds back to back to back.
It's just tough in that zone, especially with Schiebner up top. You only got two bodies down low to try and rebound. That's sometimes four guys. Conley converts the and one.
Hornets starting to pull away from this Vikings team.
Dillon, risky pass, stolen away by Wallace. Wallace, Euro step, beautiful bucket. Jacob Wallace.
I'm surprised Wallace didn't dunk it right there. Almost had a wide open lane.
Betcher dribbling around. A little wild right now for the Vikings offensively. In a desperate need for a bucket.
Vikings cannot get anything right now. This Hornets defense is just shredding them up.
Dillon driving on Conley. Pump fakes. Kicks it Schiebner. Schiebner cannot finish. Rebound Hunt. Up to Conley. Conley finishes. And a timeout taken by Coach Chris Smith. And he is livid at the refs right now.
Coach Smith is livid right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he got technical right now.
He is really arguing with the refs. And there it is. Looks like we're going to get a bench warning, and we're going to go to the break. Williamston leads at 40-24. We'll be right back.
Anything any better. But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Back here live at Haslett High School. Minute 13 to go in the third. And you wonder what Coach Chris Smith drawed up in that timeout to try and get a bucket here. Down 16. They go to the dribble drive.
He looked livid at his players. He looked very angry, trying to get back in this game.
Betcher. And looks like Dox is going to pick up a foul on the floor.
Looks like the Williamston head coach looking for a travel, but he seems cool, calm, collective right now with a big lead.
Betcher's got 1-1. And he misses the front end.
Missed opportunities for points right there.
Yeah, you cannot have that.
Williamston team is taking the ball up slowly right now with a little swagger in the step. Trying to put this Viking team away before the game's over.
Conley. Cook passes up the open three. Looks like there are 40 seconds remain in the quarter.
Dox takes his time at the top. It looks like this Vikings team might be back into their man-to-man. Not sure.
Dox. Corner. They're going to hold for the last shot here with 20 seconds remaining.
No mistake, still in their zone.
Wow, what a cut. Conley. Shakora. Great feed.
That was just great offense by the Williamston Hornets. Make sure they get that big man matchup on Tang down low.
Dylan getting bumped, and he traveled.
The Vikings cannot catch a break right now, as nothing is going their way this quarter.
10th turnover for the Vikings. And Conley's inbounds pass goes off the backboard, so that'll be an out of bounds and Haslett possession.
Looks like this Hornets team is on a 22-8 run. My calculations are correct.
There you go. They've really taken over.
This third quarter has been their quarter. The ref's discussing something.
Looks like we have some clock issues.
Some confusion down low.
And the ref's trying to figure it out.
Wonder what they're talking about.
Dylan inbounds it to Schiebner. 4 seconds remain. Haslett needs the last second shot. Dylan fires a high arcing three. A little short. End of third. Williamston ends it on a run. They're up 42-24. We'll be right back.
For the Vikings, number 15, Kim Salinas.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Welcome back to Haslett High School, and welcome back Coaches versus Cancer 2020 win Friday, February 14th, 2020, 6 to 9 p.m. here at the Haslett High School. It'll be here for the Haslett girls varsity and boys varsity, along with the Haslett drumline, the Haslett dance team. Causers of Okemos is going to have their Frozen Custard. Second annual event. Tickets are $5 at the door, so we are ready for that one in a couple Fridays as we are back here to live action. Conley?
So I'd like to give a shout out to our athletic director, Ferg, for being a great athletic director, coming to every sporting event, being there for people after this tough week, and he stayed strong. He's a good man.
Cook's going to pick up a foul, and like you said, I mean, Mr. Ferguson obviously extremely close to Mr. Janke, and we know this week's been hard on him, but I mean, Mr. Ferguson has shown a tremendous amount of heart through this week, and He's done a great job along with Mrs. Butcher.
Yep, staying strong for the students. Miss Butcher staying strong. It's been a tough week.
It's been a rough week for all of us, but
They've had their game faces on, keeping the school running, and move on from there.
Dillon, front of the 1-1, no good once again. 18-point lead for the Hornets. Docks. They're trying to get it inside to Conley. That's where they've had most of their success. There it is. Great feed, but contested shot by Dillon. He gets called for a foul on Shakura.
It looks like Vikings are just swatting at the ball now, as they're not sure how to approach this Williamston team.
Vikings started off the game hot. Had a lead going into the second, but it's been all Williamston since about
Halftime.
halftime, yeah. That last couple minutes of the second quarter.
Yeah. The Hornets' lead is almost 20. This Viking team needs points now.
Shakura misses both. Offensive rebound, Wallace right up and in. And a timeout taken by Coach Tom Lewis. 7:15 to go in the fourth. Williamston leads it by 20. We'll be right back.
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Back here live at Haslett High School for the final 7 minutes of this CWSC Red matchup between the Williamston Hornets and the Haslett Vikings. Williamston commanding 20-point lead. That third quarter was really all them.
Yeah, Williamston has really taken over this basketball game, have been imposing their will on this Vikings team.
Thatcher, the strong finish off the glass.
The Vikings only need 18 more points to come back.
Docks, a little full court pressure from the Vikings. Somehow gets it up to Wallace. They've got a 3-on-1. Conley, no good. Gets his own miss. Once again, no good.
The Vikings caught a break right there as it was a 4-on-1. It looks like Schiedner single-handedly took down the Hornets offense.
Dillon picks up the foul on Faig on the floor. It'll be a 1-on-1. How about Mason Docks, trapped by 3 players in the corner. He looks like he was passing to no one, but somehow ends up in the hands of Jacob Wallace on a 4-on-1.
He just kind of threw a last desperation pass. That seemed to work out. They just couldn't finish the basket. Free throws are key for this Vikings team.
First shot way in, good for Dillon.
Coach Smith is, I'd like to give a shout out to Coach Smith on his outfit today. I don't usually see him dress up.
Yeah, he's looking good in his suit and tie as Dillon
Good today.
puts the second one in as well. Full court pressure continues from the Vikings as Thalen picks up the foul on the pass.
It looks like the Vikings kind of caught a break right there as Hunt was wide open. They didn't foul him. He would have had the easy dunk.
Williamston having no trouble breaking this press thus far. so bonus is on, and Mitchell Cook will have a 1-1.
Both teams are in the bonus.
Cook, first free throw away, and good.
Looks like Tang might have to be their spark to get them back in this game. They need something. They need some momentum.
You got to get a bucket to go through. It's just been a cold half for the Haslett Vikings. And we've really seen them do this quite a few times this year. Just not consistent enough thus far. And we got a lot of time left in the season. This is still early in league play.
Yep.
But just you'd like to see them put a full game together, you know.
Yeah, the Vikings team, we've been noticing these past couple games. They start the game really hot, even up to halftime, even in the third quarter. When that fourth quarter hits, they just kind of lose composure and lose their way.
Yeah, these close games.
They just have to find their way after that. If they can finish out a game, I feel like this Vikings team will be very good.
Dylan tries to force it down low to Tang, and it's out of bounds.
Yeah, another turnover by this Vikings team.
Another turnover. That's double-digit turnovers tonight for the Vikings. Faig on the other end.
I didn't see what the foul was. Ref was in my way.
Nevertheless, Haslett possession.
So the Hornets are just playing relaxed defense right now, coming back. Vikings walking it up.
17-point lead for Williamston. Dylan, step back, triple. No good. Fight for the rebound, going down low comes the Tang.
This bread and butter for this Williamston team is that defense, that man-to-man. They've been sticking to it the whole game.
And no one can really get to the hoop as Dylan with a nice spin. He'll have a pair of free throws. Foul goes against Cook. 10th foul on the Hornets.
This game is not out of reach for this Vikings team, as they only need 17 points. Sounds like a lot, but in reality, it's doable. But now, like that, they need to make more free throws. Need to be a big emphasis this next practice.
I'd like to see a couple triples go down. Betcher really has not been much of a factor.
Vikings don't really have that X factor right now. Some players are wishy-washy between games. They just need that one solid player, and that'll help them in the long run.
Williamston breaks the press with ease.
A few passes, no dribbles. A few passes, smart.
Touch foul called on Dylan.
The refs seem this half, they seem to be calling everything. In the first half, they let him play a little bit. This half, very
non-linear.
What's it called?
Non-physical.
Refs calling everything.
Dox hits the first.
Dox is an excellent free throw shooter. Probably the best free throw shooter on the team.
Mason Dox, only a sophomore, along with Jacob Wall, Spencer Faig, and Max Burton. All four players on varsity. They're going to have a good team for years to come. Haslett trying to get a couple buckets late as Cade Conley's going to pick up a foul.
As these refs are calling everything. And is this Vikings team the double bonus now?
They are. That's the 10th foul on the Hornets, so Schiemer's going to have 2.
Out of the 1-and-1. Now it's even more key for them to make free throws. Getting 2 chances. Not 1-and-1, 2 chances now. Couldn't capitalize on that one.
Five minutes remain in the fourth.
I view basketball as more of a mental game. I feel like this Hornets team defensively got in the Vikings' head. Just shut them down, shut them out. Getting frustrated. Stupid fouls, tired fouls.
Well, Haslett really in that first half got a lot of their points in that transition. They were getting stops, but what's really happened is they stopped getting stops. So they really have not had much of a transition game at all. And when you're in this half-court set against this suffocating defense, I mean, you got to beat someone one-on-one, and Haslett has not done that tonight.
Yeah. Another factor, I think, is tiredness, because there's not much diversity in this playing time. As you see, only 2 people off the bench have come in. So I think that could be a factor.
Yeah, really just a 7-man rotation.
Hornets
Coach Smith's team. As Wallace, beautiful Euro into the lane.
Chance to come back for the Vikings is looking bleak right now.
Dillon still fighting hard. Shot no good, with the offensive rebound to Thalen.
Leaders on this team need to step up right now. They can't give up.
I mean, Schiebner's got to post up. As a great drive by Smith, kick out to Dillon, who knocks down the triple. And a timeout taken by Coach Smith. 49-32, Williamston leads it. 4 minutes to go. We'll be right back.
It's important to treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Back here live for the final 4 minutes. As Haslett pressuring Williamston on the full court press.
Another thing I've noticed out of the Vikings right now is that they've taken both their big men out of the game.
They're going small ball.
Bolcher playing tight D on Dox.
Dox, floater in the lane, no good. Rebound to Dillon.
Hornets still playing that relentless defense.
How about that defense by Mason Dox? And the foul is going to be called on Dillon.
It looks like the Hornets are almost in double bonus too.
Lots of fouls this half, total of 18 in this half. Conley's got a 1-on-1.
Conley's got to be close to double digits in points. I feel like I keep seeing him score and score and score.
I mean, he was really the founder of a lot of those points coming in that late second quarter. They got it to him in the zone, and he was not only could score it, but distributed it well.
And those putbacks he had too, the off the offensive rebounds.
Smith's going in, and a reach-in is called on Conley.
By now, these refs just got to let him play. Calling those wishy-washy fouls. Got to let him play.
A lot of free throws this half, as Smith will have 2. Smith's first shot is no good.
As that has been hurting the Vikings. I bet if they've had all their free throw points in, they'd only be down by 5 or so. The amount of missed free throws this game is half. It's just absurd.
Missed opportunities for them offensively. Smith's second one rattles in and out.
Vikings pressuring. Smith is not giving up. Trying to make up for those missed opportunities right there.
Dox gets it on the ball reversal. Driving in, into the corner. Cade Conley will fire for 3. No good. Dillon swerving through the defense, spinning, kicking out, but it's swatted away by Wallace out of bounds.
As Dillon was moving through that Hornets defense. Spin move right there. Luckily, the Vikings got the ball back.
Betcher drives in. Great body control on Fag and gets it to go.
Not sure what's going on right now.
We got a delay of game warning on Betcher.
Not sure what the ref saw right there, because I didn't see it either.
Cook will bring it up. Fag, beautiful feed down low to Conley.
That was a great find by Feig right there. Great one-handed pass.
Smith, hesitation, goes up, and is fouled on the way up.
And this Hornets crowd is not liking that call. Neither is their coach.
Very touchy half, as they are just calling everything. And Cade Conley fouls out.
That was his fifth foul. That's his fifth foul. He seems very upset right now.
He had himself a good game, though.
Yeah.
It's really big.
Finished double figures. As their coach, Williamston's head coach, is livid right now, yelling at the refs.
Williamston's only got 4 players in the game as Hunt will check in.
Lonnie Smith, shooting 2.
Lonnie Smith's got 2 at the line. First shot in and out for Smith. He's 0 for 3 on the line tonight. Smith's second shot does fall. 3 minutes to go. Cook. The sky pass to Wallace. Wallace driving in. And Mitchell Cook.
Vikings seem to be playing that tight defense now, trying to get the ball back before this game ends.
Betcher picks up the reach-in foul. And Cook will have 2 shots. First one up and in for Cook. Cook. Second shot is good.
This free throw had for the Williamston Hornets, these free throws have been going down for them. That's been contributing to that big lead.
Dillon sizing up Cook. Missed the first one. Over to Tang, who puts it up and in off the glass.
Great play by Tang right there. Way to be patient with the pump fake. Find the open basket.
Williamston breaking the press once again with ease. Dox throws the lob, and this time Brandon Hunt throws it down.
That was a great play. That's what I like to see. I like to see big-time plays like that. Dunks, that just gets me pumped after a slow game like this.
Beautiful feed that time from Dox as Smith drives in.
No, but that was a great pass by Dox down there. As this Hornets team is chanting something. They want Chelsea.
Dillon. Three-pointer no good.
As it is a bloodbath down there.
Bodies on the floor, just about every.
Looked like a
body was on the floor. Smith ended up with it.
Looked like something was going down there. Bodies flying everywhere. Bodies hit the floor.
So Smith's gonna have another 2 shots.
Smith with the free throws yet again. See if he can knock these down. Looks like we're about to see some new faces coming to the game right now.
Jones will check in for Williamston. Narker, Wheeler, Martin, and Mowat come in for the Vikings, along with Max Muthi.
Vikings have a whole new lineup in. See if they can start something.
Smith's second shot, no good again. He does steal the inbounds though, but it goes right back to the Hornets.
Great hustle play by Smith, just no one else was there. As Williamston fans are chanting just like football, and that won't happen next year. All right, Chuck?
That's right. Wallace drives in. Mowat picks up the reach in. And mass subs come in for Williamston.
Looks like the Hornets are going to get new faces coming in the game, too.
First shot from Wallace. A little short.
This game is coming to an end.
A minute 30 remains. Wallace' second shot is in. Gaitan will check in for him, and a timeout is called. We'll be right back for the final minute 30. You're listening live to Haslett Media Productions. Max Muthi will bring it up for the Vikings. Gives it to Martin. Logan Mowat has it. Backdoor cut to Narker, and another foul is going to be called.
I'm surprised the refs are still calling fouls right now.
I mean, this is
getting late.
Downright ridiculous. Both fouls into the 20s for this half.
These refs are not letting anything slide.
Narker's first free throw, no good. Second one, away in, good.
Narker's first point of the game right there.
Like to see him getting in the scoring column.
Vikings are still putting that press up right now. Let's see how that works for them.
Good feed down low. Swaddled away. Mid-range sky hook, no good. A minute remaining. Muthi gives it up. Mowat. Mid-range J, no good.
And Vikings are just trying to get some shots in right now. It's his first time in the game. Looks like they're in man-to-man now.
Three fired from Jones, no good. Mowat for three. Air ball.
That's 2 air balls in a row for Mowat right there.
Out of bounds off of Burton, so it'll stay Haslett possession.
As that Vikings bench looks very distraught right now. They're not sure what just hit them.
Yeah, it was a tough overall game for the Vikings. It's Hornet, they started off hot like they do in a lot of games as Muthi drives in. No good. Martin gets the rebound, puts it up, no good.
Another emphasis is that Vikings team does get another shot at this Hornets team later in the season.
They'll play them later in the season at Williamston.
That'll be a tough game, but I think the Vikings can do it.
Max Muthi at the line, shooting 2.
Muthi trying to get in the scorebook. First shot away and good.
Good free throw shot for him right there.
Second shot from Muthi is good. So a 16-point lead for the Hornets as Jacob Jones dribbles it out. So a Williamston explosion in the second half catapults them to a 56-40 lead. Thank you for tuning in. This was Haslett Media Productions. Have a good night.
I'm Nate Polston. Have a good night.
Number 21, Lonnie